in your workspace. If you have something in here already that says untitled, just X out of it, get rid of it. Don't want to deal with that. And what we want to do is create a new file. So over here on the left, it looks like there's nothing to do at first, but as I mentioned, for creating files, this is for creating folders. I want to create a file. And the way we get into files is super important. So I'm going to pretend like this is Dipper Pines, item 789. He's doing unit 1, assignment 1. And I have to put this period and the word Java after that, otherwise things don't work. I'm going to press enter, and then that same file name shows up here. And once you have that kind of thing going on, we're going to put the code in here. I'm not going to make you watch me type in this code, but the point I want to make is all of our coding is going to go in this top pane, and then this is down here. This is where the program will actually run. So I'm going to pause while I type in that code, and then I'll show you how to make things actually work, and then we'll have a few other things to talk about after that. Here, I did make a couple of mistakes intentionally that students tend to make, so you can see what happens next. But what I want to talk about is how to make the computer understand the coding. So this is my coding. This is my instructions. Down here's where the computer is. It should be on terminal. And to make this computer compile the program, compiling just means it takes these instructions and turns them into something the computer can understand. I've got to type a command, and the command I'm going to type in is called Java C, no spaces, uppercase. It means Java compile. And I'm going to type the exact title name of my file, including the .java when I'm compiling the program. So I know I'm compiling, so I type Java C. This is what I'm going to type up here. I purposely made some mistakes so you can see how this tries to help you find mistakes. DP 789 U1A1. I'll type in the .java, otherwise it won't know what I'm talking about. When I press enter, it's like, bro, you have a mistake somewhere, and it's somewhere in here. And the mistake that I made, this stuff usually doesn't make sense to beginning programmers, so we won't worry about it. But I know the mistake I made was when I typed this right here, I put a 1 where I meant to put a lowercase l. See how much those look alike? That's a lowercase l, that's a 1. It's print line, and so it's a lowercase l. So I'll try that again. I don't like all this garbage down here either, so if I press Control L, it'll clear all this stuff away. And we'll try again. I want to compile my program, Java compile, type in the file name exactly as it is up there, including the .java. This time, if there's any mistakes or accidental, so let's see. Okay, so two things happened. It gave me another line, another command line, and over here on the left, there's this new file called the .class file. This is the perfect time just to tell you that I don't ever want to see these .class files turned in. I don't need them. I always just need your .java file. But that is what should happen when the computer understands your code. Now to actually run the code, down in the terminal, I type another command. Instead of typing Java C, I'm not compiling this time. I just wanted to let the computer know it's a Java program. So I'll type the word Java, and then I'll type in the file name, this time without the .java. So it's just dp789 u1a1, no .java. Pressing enter will show us what would happen if the computer were to follow these commands. I don't expect you guys to understand all the commands that are written up here. Your colors might be different. This is just to see if you can get these things to work. So I'm going to go ahead and press enter, and hopefully, yay, I can see that this is what I hoped would happen. It's saying hello world on unit Java. So that's our very first program. I literally just want you to copy this stuff. When you do it yourself, though, a few things will be different about your program. You're going to use your own initials and your own ID number, but you'll still use U1A1. So because these will be different, your file name should be different. That's going to be important. But everything else about this should be the same. It is crucial that this class name matches exactly all the text before the .java in the file name. If these things don't match exactly, then when you get to this Java C part, it's going to really be confused. So other than that, that's how that part works. As far as turning this stuff in, you're going to want to download this .java file to your Chromebook and put it in the classroom. And I'll make another video about that later on my Chromebook. So I hope this is helpful, and good luck. I want to show one more thing. I wanted to show what happens if this thing after class doesn't match before the .java. Let's say that I wasn't following directions well. and I put in, my name is Jeff Smith, and my name is 843. This is my A1. And let's say I try to compile stuff now. Down in the terminal portion, I'm going to press Control L to clear that out. You don't have to do that. That's helpful. Control L does that. Compile. I'm compiling. A1. Compiling, so I'm going to put in .java, but my class name and my file name don't match. So when I press Enter, the computer is going to give you some kind of weird message. It doesn't understand what's happening here. That's not good. And the issue is that this and this don't match. Sometimes kids make this mistake as well. They type in the file name correctly, but they also put the .java down here. You wouldn't want to do something like that. That would be bad news. And if you do that by mistake, you'll see A1, I'm compiling it, so I'll say .java. And again, it's going to be like, oh, I don't know what this is. So file name, everything before the .java has to be exactly what's written after the word class in that very first line. Just to show you things are finally working again. DP789, E1A1, compiling it, so I'll take .java, no mistakes, and I want to run it, so I'm just going to type in the word Java. DP789, E1A1, no .java this time. Yay, things are good.